So, at the beginning of this movie story, we meet Sam. Sam is a cancer patient and has been living in a nursing home for a long time. She knows that she will die in a while, so there is no purpose in her life. She doesn't want to go anywhere. Robin, the head of this nursing home, convinces Sam, with great difficulty, to go with him. He was taking all the patients of his nursing home to the theater. Sam agreed to go with him only on the condition that Robin would feed her with a pizza for the last time from the restaurant she told. These people get on the bus and leave for New York City. It is shown that today, there were a lot of fighter jets passing over New York City, and this was not at all normal for this city. Still, everyone ignores them. Now the theater show also starts, and Sam becomes friends with Henry and his family in the theater. These people talk a lot here, but still, this theater show was very boring. Sam had no interest in it. She leaves from there and goes to a shop. She buys some chocolates for herself, and in the meantime, Robin follows her. He was scared. He comes and says to Sam, "Sam, we have to leave from here soon. I don't know what happened here, but I am getting messages from everywhere that we should leave this city immediately. In this case, I can't even feed you pizza." After hearing this, Sam gets upset and gets on the bus. The bus just moved a little ahead, and Sam noticed that the people sitting on the bus were looking out of the bus strangely. And when she looked out, the view outside was very dangerous. Thousands of meteoroids were flying from the sky toward the ground. Similarly, a meteoroid also falls near Sam's bus. Because of its explosion, Sam's entire bus is covered in black smoke, and everything is invisible. Somehow Sam gets out of the bus and notices that the people who were screaming here were being picked up something from here and taken away. She hides behind the bus and sees that they are some kind of aliens. In a little while, Sam also noticed that these aliens were picking them up and taking them away who were making a lot of noise. Now some aliens also attack the people around Sam. Sam gets scared of seeing them dead and runs away to save their lives. Suddenly there is a big blast, due to which Sam becomes unconscious. When she regained consciousness, she saw that she had been rescued. This was Henry's family whom she met in the theater. Henry had put his hand on Sam's face at this time, and he was telling Sam to be quiet. At this time, there were a lot of people in this theater who all knew that if they made a noise, the aliens would attack them. That's why everyone was sitting very quietly. Sam also meets Robin there, whom she hugs and cries a lot. Robin had also met his cat in this whole chaos. They were sitting here when suddenly they heard an announcement from the helicopter. By this, it is known that these aliens had attacked only this city. These aliens could not see, so they attacked humans by following the noise. If a person is quiet, he can be saved. The government was also preparing to rescue them. It turns out that, with the sound of these helicopters, a lot of aliens were flying towards this theater. In this way, Sam's cat also runs away from Sam. Sam was afraid that this cat would not make a noise and could attract the aliens towards her. Then what she was afraid of happened. Her cat made a noise because of which the aliens broke the door and came to the theater before they could attack all the people here. When the sound of the helicopter comes from behind, these aliens turn towards them. At this time, Sam had seen that these aliens did not have eyes. After overcoming this difficulty, Sam now goes to the washroom, cleans herself, and then sees what she has to do next. Here everyone was watching new plans for themselves on the radio. What should they do? The government had asked everyone to stay away from the bridges for tonight, because tonight they were going to destroy all the bridges, because the aliens had landed in this city only. The way to other cities used to go through the bridges. That's why all these bridges were broken, so that the aliens could not go to other cities. Sam and some people here quietly go out and see the situation of their city. Because of the bombs, many bridges had been burnt. The city was destroyed, seeing which people were shocked, because within a few hours, their city was about to be destroyed. A man panics and shouts here that no one will be left now, we will all die. Seeing him shouting in panic, Henry puts his hand on his mouth and tries to control him. In an attempt to quiet him, that man was accidentally killed by Henry. Henry's condition was such that it was as if he had gotten confused. He had no intention of killing, and everyone knew this. The rest of the people take Henry inside the theater. And now everyone was thinking about whether the government would be able to rescue them or not. Now these people were thinking that suddenly, the sound of the solar batteries of the theater started. It was too loud. Many aliens could have been attracted to it. That's why Robin, risking his life, goes to stop it. He shut it down, but the aliens were also attracted to him. Before he could escape from there, an alien attacked him badly and killed him in front of everyone. Robin's death was the biggest shock to Sam, because she didn't even have a family, and she had been living with Robin for many years. Robin was her only friend. Sam had prepared her mind that one by one all her friends would leave her, and finally she will also die. In the morning, she quietly leaves for the city. She goes to a general store and buys some useful things, food and medicine. She goes to a park where a fountain is running. She thought she would sit there and eat. In the sound of water, the sound of her eating will be suppressed. Here she sees two children who have been hiding in the fountain since yesterday to escape the aliens, and they didn't even eat anything. Sam gives them her food. She was sitting here when the helicopters came to her city again, and here another announcement is made. It was said that scientists have observed many weaknesses of these aliens, one of which is that the aliens have no eyes. They can't see. And the second is that the aliens are afraid of water. They don't know how to swim. The government has already broken all the bridges. The only way out of this city is water, through which humans can get out of here. But the aliens will still be stuck in this city. In a little while, the government was going to send a lot of boats in the water here, on which all the citizens here were rescued. And after that, the whole city was destroyed to get rid of the aliens. Immediately after this announcement, the government starts making some noises in the city here. Because of this, the aliens get distracted and go to the other side. And taking advantage of the opportunity, all the citizens reach the boats. Sam also goes to the boats to rescue both the children. And when these people came to the boats, they saw that thousands of people were moving towards the canal. Sam invites both the children to go with all these people and starts walking in the opposite direction, because she knew that one day she would die. But why not today? Anyway, she had a lot of memories of this city, memories of her family. That's why she wanted to die in this city. And before dying, she wanted to eat pizza from her and her dad's favorite restaurant. Then all the humans were walking at the same time. How could it be that there was no sound at all? Some aliens are also attracted to them by these little sounds and attack the humans. In the same way, chaos spreads among humans. Humans shout, and from wherever the aliens hear the sounds, the aliens start killing them. In the same chaos, poor Sam also falls. A lot of people were climbing over Sam to save herself. First, she hid under a car, and when the chaos is reduced, she goes to the other side. In all this, her cat was also separated from her. It started raining heavily there, and this was a good sign for them, because the aliens were afraid of the water. You can see that another survivor was also hiding from the aliens. When it rained, he also came out, and his eyes were on Sam. Sam is surprised to see him there. She tells him that a lot of people are coming out of the train through the river. You should go there now. He also tells Sam to go with her. But Sam tells him that she doesn't want to go out of the river. That's why that boy also starts going with her. They also get Sam's cat here. It was very late at night. They should have stayed somewhere. That's why Sam takes this boy to her house. But since yesterday she has run a lot, her house keys fell somewhere. Before they could get stuck there, suddenly there was lightning. And taking advantage of the noise, this boy breaks the door of Sam's house. And finally, they enter the house. They were also feeling good in a peaceful environment. They talk a little here, and this boy tells about himself. My name is Eric. I am a lawyer, and I came to this city to practice. I don't have a family here, and soon I want to go back to my family. While Sam only tells him about herself, that she was a poetess and she was also a writer. But after the cancer, she left everything. Although she liked to read and write books more, her cancer has now grown. She only has a few days left, and in her last days, she only had one wish. She eats pizza in her dad's favorite restaurant. This was the reason she didn't want to leave the city. It was 2 days after her death. So why didn't she die in her city? As soon as morning came, Sam came out of her apartment. She didn't say anything to Eric, because she didn't want to keep Eric with her. She wanted Eric to get out of there. Quietly, she goes to an abandoned library to read some books there. Suddenly, she notices that her cat is watching something behind her. Someone is coming here. Scared. When Sam looked behind, it was Eric. Looking at him, Sam was bothered. Sam asked him, "What are you doing here? You should have left from here. You shouldn't have followed me." As soon as they started arguing, by mistake, a desk falls from Sam's hand, which causes a lot of noise. Many aliens were about to attack them. Before the aliens reach here, they both run away from here and try to go to another building. But the door of this building was stuck in a briefcase. Eric, with great difficulty, with very little effort, manages to open this door. But the aliens, with such a loud voice, get attracted to them. The sound of the aliens running was so loud in this deadly silent area that thousands of aliens got attracted to her by that sound. After breaking the glass, the aliens were about to eat them, but somehow they both managed to get out of the building. Eric now acts smartly and with a lot of stones starts breaking the glass of the cars so that the aliens get distracted and they can get out of there and escape. Somehow, they escape and go to the subway station, where they face an alien. He was just waiting to hear their voice. Where else they could go? There was an alien on the elevator, and behind, there was water in the train terminal. That is, there was quite danger on both sides. Wherever they go, Sam decides that these people will go inside the water. There is a hope of survival here. Now, as these people were moving forward in the water, the flow of water was also increasing. Apart from this, the alien was also behind them. Eric now was completely scared. The level of water was near their mouth. If they had gone ahead, there would have been more chances of drowning. Then Sam tells Eric, "Look, death is anyway. Why don't we move forward? There is also hope that we will be saved by moving forward." Hearing their voices, the alien approaches them from the roof. And now, to escape from this alien, they both drown in the water. The alien also drowns in the water with the sound of the water. And as we know before, the alien did not know how to swim. He drowned in the water and died. But Sam and Eric both came to the other side of the water, swimming in the water. Sam, who was fighting with the cancer. Because of this chaos, her condition was very bad. The water was also in her body. So, Eric takes her to a church nearby. At this time, it was very important to give her medicine. He asks Sam about her medicines, and he goes to the nearby medical store to take them. However, Sam told him that this is not important. But Eric came out now. Coming out, he saw that this city had become abandoned. He now goes to a pharmacy and he gets Sam's medicine. Suddenly, he feels that someone is behind him. As soon as he turned around and saw, it was Sam's cat who followed him and come here. Seeing her, Eric took a deep breath of peace, and now the two of them come back to the church. He quickly gave Sam's injections to her, who was now suffering in pain. After a long time, Sam's condition gets better, and coming to her senses, he now tells Eric her story. He tells him that since she had cancer, she had left all the things of her life. There was no meaning in her life. She had left going and coming. She had come back from her nursing home to her city, only with the hope of eating her dad's favorite restaurant's pizza. Hearing this, Eric picks her up, and the two of them come out of the church. While walking, they found the restaurant. But their ill fate was that this restaurant was completely burnt. That means Sam's real wish was also not going to be fulfilled. But Eric didn't let Sam's real wish die. He makes Sam sit in another building. He asks Sam to wait for him. He goes inside the restaurant, and after finding something there, he gets a pizza which he picks up and brings to Sam. These people enjoy pizza here, and Sam was getting happy after a long time. During this happiness, she realizes that she can't let Eric and her cat die with her. She looks out of the window, where the last boat was leaving all the survivors. After leaving here, the whole city was destroyed, and Sam didn't want that. She now decides that she will get these two out of there. But it was shown that there were many aliens on the shore, who were standing there due to the noise in the water. But because there was water ahead, they couldn't move ahead. Sam now takes Eric and her cat to the shore, but it wasn't so easy to go to the shore. How did they escape from those aliens? Then Sam comes to Eric and says, "Look, I'm already going to die. You people just run away from the aliens and I'll distract them." She takes an iron rod and begins to break the car's window. So many aliens get attracted to her, and Eric saves Sam's cat and starts moving towards the shore. Seeing the chaos between the aliens, and them moving to the other side, the people on the boat understand that there are still some survivors in the city. That's why they also stopped the boat. Seeing the boat stop, Eric runs towards the boat from the broken bridge, and many aliens get attracted to him because of his running sound. Before the aliens could kill him, Eric jumps into the water just in time and saves his life. And then while swimming, he finally reaches his boat. Sam, who was far away, was seeing this all happily, that finally, she had saved Eric and her cat. When these people are traveling ahead, Eric gets a letter from Sam's jacket, in which she wrote, "I was already dying. There was no purpose in my life. Then I met you and had a purpose in my life. A purpose to save Eric and her cat's life. And she fulfilled her last purpose before dying." Tears fall in Eric's eyes after reading this. When the scene is cut, and we are shown Sam enjoying songs in these last moments of her life. Then she plugs off her headphones from her radio and turns up her radio to full volume, which attracts many aliens toward her. They'll eat her and her life will be ended up. The story ends with this scene.